In this video I will show you how to set up the NIU KQi Air scooter before your first ride, and I will also go over how to connect the scooter to the phone app and show you all the cool app features the scooter comes with. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, it really does help me out. I will be looking at more electric scooters, including further content on the KQi Air. Now let's go on to the setup of the scooter. Before we go for a first ride with the scooter, it looks like the scooter is in transportation mode, like with previous NIU KQi scooters. So once you unbox it, you need to plug in the charger for it to turn on, because as you can see, it's not turning on with the card. And on the instructions, it looks like you now have two options. You can either ride for 200 meters or watch the tutorial in the app to unlock the full speed. So previously you had to ride 200 meters to unlock the full speed. So let's take off this plastic from the screen and let's plug in the charger on this end, and let me plug it into the wall. We will watch the screen. So the charger has gone red. Okay, the turn signal is flashed, and now the screen has started to flash, and it also has a nice light indicator down here on the charger. Okay, so once it gets fully charged, we will take it outside for the first ride. And I will also show you how to set up the new app and all the features that come with it, as there is a lot more to the scooter when you combine it with the mobile app. You can unlock it through Bluetooth with the NFC card, and there is a bunch of other features that we will go over in detail. But also, once it finishes charging, we will also need to inflate the tires for the first time before we go out to make sure they are properly inflated. Okay, so the scooter has finished charging. All the lights turned off, as well as the display and the front light. So now we can just unplug it, close the door, and next we will inflate the scooter tires, and then we will look at how to connect the scooter to the new app and all the app functions and how you can set that all up. Before going for a first ride, let's check the tire pressure. So I'm using the Xiaomi electric pump. Okay, so it seems like the tire is nearly fully inflated. It should be between 35 and 50 psi. Since the KQi Air uses the same tires as the KQi 3, and that one has the recommended tire pressure up to 50 psi. And now let's check the back tire. Okay, and that one is also holding pressure. So that's pretty good considering it was stored in a box for I'm not sure how long. Okay, so that was it for checking the tire pressure. You should do this with every scooter after you first unbox it, and also monitor the tire pressure for the first few weeks, at least once a week, to see if the pressure goes down, and then based on how the pressure decreases or doesn't, you can then know how often you should check the tire pressure on your scooter. Okay, so let's get started with setting up the mobile application. When you unbox the scooter, you have this small guide on the screen sticker, so you can scan the QR code and it should take you to the page for downloading the new mobile app. And I have it already installed, so you need to switch on GPS, location services and Bluetooth. So let's take off the sticker from the screen and let's open the app. Okay, I already have the app linked to my KQi 2 scooter, so that's why it showed the app. So let's turn on the KQi Air using the NFC card. And now let's try to add a new scooter. And it doesn't seem to be working through the Bluetooth because I think the Bluetooth on the scooter is turned off. But I did find a sticker with the QR code that was on one of the cards as well as the serial number of the scooter. So let's try to scan the QR code. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to do it. So the QR code was on the plastic cover to the NFC card, so be careful when you are throwing away the plastic packaging. Make sure that you keep any QR codes, anything else with it. Okay, so now let's continue. We play as next. Okay, we can name the device, so let's just name it KQi Air. Okay, it says binding successful. Let's press done. Okay, NIU Link. Okay, so with the NIU Link you can automatically lock and unlock the vehicle via the Bluetooth connection between the vehicle and the phone. Okay, go turn and right, tap into more intelligence through high speed. Okay, let's start to connect. Power on the vehicle, make sure Bluetooth pairing. Okay. Okay, the small icon, Bluetooth icon, the scooter lit up. Press the power button 3 times. Ah, here. Okay, so now it showed up, NIU Link. Now when we click it. Okay, now it's pairing. Now confirm the pairing. Okay, so now it's in our paired devices. It's connected. Okay, and now we are connected. Okay, so let's take a look at the different settings in the new app. So you have the riding data. Here you can see all your past rides. If you did not record the ride with your phone connected to the scooter, it will show a blank map over here. And if you used the GPS connection, then you will see a small map here, and it will also record the whole route with the map. And then if you click on ride statistics, you will see the breakdown of how much you rode the scooter each day, or you can do it each week. And each month. So for example, in January, I have 81 kilometers on the scooter, and the weekly view doesn't seem to be loading, and then here you have the daily view. So so far I have 381 kilometers on the scooter. One thing that I did notice in the riding data screen is that sometimes it doesn't seem to report the kilometers correctly. For example, here you have 6.8 and 4.4, and here it shows 18.8. So that is a bit weird. And similarly, for example, down here, it shows 0 kilometers, but that day I had 3 rides, so that is maybe something that NIU can look at and perhaps address in an app update. But as far as the riding statistics, those seem to be accurate when I was checking them. So the issue might be only related to showing the different rides. So that's the riding data. Now let's go back. And here you can customize your ride and also the lighting. So we can click on the NIU Link. And here the first option is connecting the Bluetooth of your phone with the scooter, and you can unlock the scooter with your phone. So once the phone is connected to the scooter, you can go into the settings and set the distance for the scooter to detect your phone. And when you move closer to your scooter, the scooter will unlock, and you can just turn the scooter on with the power button and then also turn it off. And when you move away from the scooter will blink and activate the alarm. Alternatively, you can switch off this feature and use the NFC card to lock and unlock the scooter. So then we have customizing a ride. And here you can set the regenerative braking strength. I have it set to weak, which for me is the best setting. Medium and strong seems too much for my riding style. And the offsetting, I have tried it on the KQi too, and it seemed fine, but overall when you're riding in the city, I find the weak setting to be the best for my riding style. And then a new feature compared to the previous KQi scooters is that you can set the battery charge limit, and you can set it from 80% all the way to 100% in 5% increments. So if you know you are not going to be needing the full 100% of your battery range, you can decrease the maximum charge, and that way you will reduce the battery wear. And then finally we have the dynamic mode here, which is the D mode on the scooter display. And here you can set the acceleration speed either to standard or chill, and you can also set the maximum speed limit. I'm testing the European model of the KQi Air, and that has the maximum speed limit of 25 kilometers per hour because of EU regulations. But outside of Europe, the max speed should be 32 kilometers per hour. So you can reduce it if you want to give the scooter to someone less experienced or maybe a child, so you can lower the max speed limit for safer riding experience. The top setting is that you can activate the dynamic mode only, and that means that you can't switch the scooter into the sports mode or the e-save mode, and it will only ride in the settings that you set here. Okay, now going back, finally we have the lighting settings. And here you can set the daylight running light, which is the halo light around the headlight. And you can either have it always on, sync it with the headlight, or turn it off. I usually prefer to have it always on, because that way you are better visible during the day, and also you don't need to turn off, and also you don't need to turn on your headlight straight away when it's getting slightly darker, but you can still see because you are visible, so you only turn on your headlight once you actually need to see the road. And then on the KQi Air we also have the ambient light settings, which is the small light bar on the above the charge port, and here you can set the different behaviors for that light, or you can turn it off if that's your preference. Okay, now going back to the main screen, you have the keys and sharing section, and over here you can add members to your app, and that will allow more people to use the scooter. So you can choose here how you want to share the scooter. I haven't tested this feature out yet because so far only I have been using the scooter, but maybe in the future I will try it with someone from my family or friends and see how this works in practice. And you can also create additional NFC keys for use with your scooter. So you get 2 NFC cards with the scooter, and over here you can create additional NFC keys for locking and unlocking the scooter. Okay, going back to the main screen, finally at the bottom you have the dealer locations, fault codes, and customer service. And at the bottom you can also visit the new store, which just loads the new website. And you have the Me section where you have the list of all your vehicles and you can manage your profile. Okay, and finally you can also go into the 3 dots settings, and over here you have the vehicle name and you can change the vehicle name, you can update the firmware, and you can change the units of speed from kilometers per hour to miles per hour. And down here you have all the information about the scooter: serial number, VIN number, battery number, you have the battery specifications and the number of battery charge cycles. And at the bottom you can also restore the factory settings, and you can unbind the scooter from your account in case, for example, you want to sell it or give it to another family member to use. Okay, so that is it for all the app features. Let's now try to turn off the scooter with the key card. We are still connected with the Bluetooth. So let's try to walk away. Okay, let's try to turn off the Bluetooth on our phone. Okay, now the Bluetooth icon on the scooter also turned off. Well, let's see if the alarm activates. Okay, the alarm has activated. So let's turn that off because it's late evening here. Okay, so now if we turn it off, the Bluetooth is also turned off. Let's wait for the alarm to activate. Okay, the alarm is activated. Now let's try to turn on the Bluetooth. Okay, and the scooter automatically connected with the phone. You can see the small Bluetooth icon and the small ambient light down here. So you are already connected to the scooter, so I'm guessing now the alarm won't activate when it's detecting the phone. Yeah, that's correct. And you can also turn on the scooter with the phone. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm guessing that's the functionality from NIU's electric mopeds, and they now took all the know-how from those vehicles and applied it to the kick scooters, which is really great. I love to see this sort of advanced functionality. Now only if the scooter had a built-in GPS locator in case someone steals it, that would be the next level. Okay, now we turn the alarm off and let's disconnect the Bluetooth. I also like that NIU has learned from the previous KQi scooters that now the Bluetooth icon when you are disconnected just goes off and it's not flashing constantly. That's a really nice change. Okay, now let's turn off the scooter with the card and see if the alarm activates. Okay, it blinked. Let's see if... Okay, so the alarm function still works. The back tire is locked up a bit and it starts to flash, but it's muted so it doesn't shout. So for example, if you have it at your office, you might want to turn off the alarm sound just in case one of your colleagues moves your scooter, but you still can't ride it and it's still alerting that it's not unlocked. So that's a pretty nice feature that you can mute the alarm. Now let's turn on the Bluetooth again. We are connected again. This time turn it on with the card. Okay, so that's it for the setup of the new app. So it looks like you need the QR code that was included with one of the NFC cards, so you can connect the scooter to your phone, and from once you figure out the initial steps, then it seems to be easy enough. Okay, so that was all the features of the new KQi app, and if you have any questions about the whole setup process, leave a comment down under the video and I will be happy to answer everything I can. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.